So getting back to the, if you're acquiring properties, what to look for in an agent, you need to understand there is a difference between a residential agent and a commercial agent. Obviously, the biggest difference is that commercial agents have done deals and are familiar with the commercial market. A residential agent who's never done a commercial deal before really doesn't understand. There are a lot of differences in the approach and how to evaluate the value of the property and things like that, where to market the property. If you're listing a property with an agent, so all commercial properties probably should be listed on a commercial listing service like CoStar, LoopNet. That's the biggest, and then there's Crexi and things like that. If they do not have a subscription to either of those, and this is a professional subscription, not the free one that you get as an investor, then they really shouldn't be listing your properties. Now, they could list it on the MLS as a residential agent because they pay for that, but you're really not reaching the commercial market if you're not listing on those two services. And there's other commercial listing services as well, but I won't go over them here. So also the scope of work that they do is limited to the transaction. So a lot of investors think that an agent can do all this due diligence for the properties that they're looking at and things like that. Now they can do initial high level due diligence, but when it comes to the detailed due diligence, you really have to pay that agent, especially if you're out of town, because they probably have to make multiple trips to the property to inspect the property and all of that stuff. That should be paid separately from the normal commission that is paid. Now, again, what does that look like? It depends on the situation, but you should always clarify with your agent what services are included with the transactional commission and what services are not, and what that looks like. So normally we create a consulting agreement so that we can cover those things, and then the buyer or seller knows, like, these are the things that we will do outside the scope of listing the property and marketing your property for sale, that they will do for you. So just expect that. Sometimes agents will not charge a fee for that, but if they're not charging a fee, they're spending a lot of time, and and the deal might not even happen. So you're not that person isn't going to be sustainable for a long time. Even if you like them, they're not making any money for their time, and even if it is a significant purchase, the transactional commission and the work that goes into that far exceeds what extra stuff that they do. So always have a conversation with that commercial agent on what the scope of work is for the transactional piece and what the scope of work is for any consulting or due diligence stuff. A lot of times it involves putting together portfolios and evaluating portfolios, doing property management type stuff that should be in a separate property management agreement. So those are examples of things. So that's just the basic logistics. Now,